The Ark of the Covenant is considered one of the most mysterious and significant religious artifacts in history. It has been associated with sacred stories and profound religious symbolism, according to ancient texts. The Ark contained the tablets of the law on which the Ten Commandments were inscribed, and it represented the presence of divine power among the Israelites. The Ark played a central role in historical and religious events, as it was believed to bring victory and protect its bearers from enemies. However, over time, the Ark disappeared under mysterious circumstances, leaving behind a legacy of stories and legends regarding its location and fate. Researchers and historians continue to try to trace its remnants, which has kept its enigma alive in historical studies and popular culture to this day. To learn more details, follow us until the end, and don't forget to support us by liking the video and subscribing to the channel to receive all the latest updates. The Ark of the Covenant is considered one of the most mysterious historical and religious enigmas, as it has been associated with numerous sacred narratives and legends that have made it one of the greatest lost treasures in history, according to religious texts. The Ark was made of acacia wood covered with gold and contained the tablets of the law on which the Ten Commandments were inscribed, given to the prophet Moses by God on Mount Sinai. It was believed that the Ark carried immense divine power, capable of protecting its bearers and granting them victory in battles. In ancient times, the Ark was kept in the Holy of Holies, within Solomon's Temple in Jerusalem, and it was deeply revered by the Israelites. However, following a series of wars and conflicts, the Ark disappeared under mysterious circumstances and has not been found since. There are many theories regarding its disappearance. Some believe it was buried in a secret location beneath the temple before its destruction, while others think it was transported to distant places, such as Ethiopia, where claims exist that it is kept in the Church of St. Mary of Zion in the city of Aksum. Throughout the ages, many researchers and explorers have attempted to locate the Ark of the Covenant, but none of these efforts have yielded conclusive evidence of its whereabouts. Its surrounding mystery has only increased its fame in popular culture, appearing in numerous films and literary works that depict the search for it and its legend, turning it into a symbol of the quest for the unknown. The Ark of the Covenant remains one of the greatest unsolved historical mysteries. Accounts of its fate vary between reality and legend. Despite its absence, its influence continues strongly in historical and religious research, making the search for it ongoing, in anticipation of a discovery that could change the course of history. The Ark of the Covenant is regarded as one of the most important religious relics in ancient history. It was closely tied to Jewish faith and held a central place in biblical traditions. The Ark is described as a chest made of acacia wood, overlaid with gold both inside and out, topped with a cover known as the mercy seat, which featured statues of two winged cherubim symbolizing the divine presence. The Ark was carried using poles inserted through rings on its sides, allowing it to be transported without anyone touching it directly. It was believed that direct contact with the Ark could result in immediate death due to its sacredness. The religious symbolism of the Ark made it central to many sacred narratives. It is said to have contained the tablets of the law on which the Ten Commandments were inscribed, given to the prophet Moses by God on Mount Sinai. Consequently, it was regarded as a symbol of the covenant between God and the Israelites and as evidence of his presence and protection. The Ark was kept in the Holy of Holies inside the temple, where only the high priest was allowed to enter on the Day of Atonement. Beyond its religious role, the Ark was associated with divine power and supernatural ability. It was believed to grant victory in battles to those who carried it, and some accounts suggest it caused disasters and unnatural events when it fell into the hands of enemies. These beliefs made the Ark more than a religious artifact. It became a mysterious symbol where faith and legend intertwined. Throughout the ages, the Ark of the Covenant has remained a subject of fascination for scholars and historians. It disappeared under mysterious circumstances and has never been found. While its location remains unknown, its influence on religious beliefs, mythology, and popular culture continues strongly, making it one of the most controversial and intriguing historical mysteries. The history of the Ark of the Covenant has been shrouded in mystery from the moment of its creation to its disappearance, making it one of the most complex religious and historical enigmas according to sacred texts. The Ark was crafted by the command of God to the prophet Moses during the Israelites' wandering in the Sinai desert. After the Exodus from Egypt, its purpose was to safeguard the tablets of the law, on which the Ten Commandments were inscribed, serving as a witness to the sacred covenant between God and His people. The Ark was made of acacia wood, covered with gold, with rings added to carry the poles used for its transportation, allowing it to be moved without being touched directly. Its presence among the Israelites was considered a source of strength and protection, guiding them on their journeys and symbolizing God's presence among them. The Ark was even carried to battlefields, where it was believed to bring victory to its people when placed before the army. Over time, the Ark was settled inside Solomon's Temple in Jerusalem, placed in the Holy of Holies, the most sacred space in Judaism, where only the high priest was allowed entry on specific occasions. However, as conflicts and invasions increased, mystery began to surround the Ark's fate. Some accounts suggest it was lost during the destruction of the First Temple by the Babylonians in 587 BCE, while others believe it was relocated to a secure place beforehand. Many theories attempt to explain the Ark's disappearance. Some claim it may be hidden in secret vaults beneath the Temple Mount in Jerusalem, while other accounts suggest it was taken to Ethiopia, where it is said to be preserved in the Church of St. Mary of Zion in Aksum. Additional theories propose that it could have been buried in a remote area or transported to Europe during the Middle Ages. Despite the passage of thousands of years, the search for the Ark of the Covenant continues. Numerous explorers have attempted to locate it without success, and no conclusive evidence has ever confirmed its whereabouts or existence. This has made it one of the most legendary lost treasures in history, a symbol of mystery that oscillates between truth and myth, amidst endless attempts to uncover the secret of its disappearance. The Ark of the Covenant holds a prominent place in popular culture and mythology, inspiring numerous stories and narratives where fact and fiction intertwine. Since its mysterious disappearance, the Ark has become the center of many religious and historical legends, making it a rich source for literary, artistic, and cinematic works that have depicted it in various ways. In mythology and religious traditions, the Ark has been associated with supernatural, divine power. It is believed to have brought victory to the civilizations that possessed it, while causing disasters to those who tried to seize it without permission. This idea is reflected in countless tales and legends that portray the Ark as a sacred treasure with mysterious abilities, further enhancing the aura of mystery surrounding it. In literature, the Ark has appeared in numerous novels about the search for lost treasures, often depicted as the ultimate goal for explorers and archaeologists in thrilling adventures. Some of these works incorporated historical and factual elements, while others added touches of fantasy and legend, reinforcing the Ark's reputation as one of the most famous lost treasures in the world. In cinema, the Ark has been a central focus in famous films such as Raiders of the Lost Ark from the Indiana Jones series, where it is portrayed as an object with supernatural powers capable of annihilating enemies. This cinematic portrayal greatly boosted the Ark's popularity, making the quest to find it a dream that sparks curiosity in countless people. Additionally, the Ark of the Covenant has appeared in many video games and television series centered on mystery and adventure, often depicted as a symbol of ancient power or as an artifact sought after by scholars and sorcerers, further cementing its status as a legendary object of great significance. The myths surrounding the Ark remain alive to this day, with speculation continuing about its true location and lost story. Although it has never been found, its presence continues to resonate in collective memory and popular culture, standing as a symbol of ancient secrets yet to be uncovered. The Ark of the Covenant holds a central place in the Abrahamic religions, considered a sacred symbol carrying deep religious and spiritual significance. It is mentioned in the Holy Scriptures of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, with each religion interpreting its role and importance in its own way. In Judaism, the Ark of the Covenant is one of the holiest symbols in the religious history of the Israelites. According to the Torah, God commanded the prophet Moses to construct the ark from gold-covered wood and place within it the tablets of the law received on Mount Sinai. The ark was regarded as a manifestation of God's presence among his people and was kept in the Holy of Holies, first in the tabernacle and later in Solomon's temple in Jerusalem. It was believed to grant strength and victory to the Israelite army in battles. However, after the destruction of the first temple by the Babylonians in 587 BCE, the ark disappeared and has not been found since, making it one of the greatest religious mysteries in Jewish history. In Christianity, the Ark of the Covenant continues to hold deep spiritual significance, but it is no longer seen as a physical sacred object as in Judaism. Instead, Christians view it as a symbol of the new covenant that God established with humanity through Christ. Some theologians consider the Virgin Mary as the new Ark of the Covenant, carrying Christ in her womb just as the Ark carried the tablets of the law, reflecting the fulfillment of God's covenant with humanity. While the search for the physical Ark still continues in some circles, its importance in Christianity focuses more on its symbolic meaning rather than as a material treasure. In Islam, the Ark is mentioned in the Quran in the context of the story of Talut, Saul, and Jalut, Goliath. The verse states, "And their prophet said to them, 'Indeed, the sign of his kingship is that the Ark will come to you, in which is reassurance from your Lord, and a remnant of what the family of Moses and the family of Aaron left, carried by the angels. Indeed, in that is a sign for you, if you are believers.'" Al-Baqarah 2:248. Islamic scholars interpret this verse to mean that the Ark carried tranquility and blessings for the Israelites and served as proof of Talut's legitimate kingship. Its ultimate fate is not emphasized in the Quran, but it is understood as a symbol of God's blessing and power rather than merely a physical object. Despite the differing religious perspectives in Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, the Ark of the Covenant remains a powerful symbol of faith and divine power across all Abrahamic religions. While some pursue it as a lost treasure, others see it purely as a spiritual symbol representing the relationship between God and humanity. Even after thousands of years, the Ark continues to capture human imagination, making it one of the greatest religious mysteries in history. Throughout history, the Ark of the Covenant has been one of the most sought-after sacred treasures by explorers and archaeologists. Due to its immense religious and historical value, discovering it has been considered a goal for researchers, whether motivated by faith, personal ambition, or the desire to achieve a significant archaeological accomplishment. Among the most notable explorers who dedicated their lives to the search for the Ark was Montague Parker, a British explorer in the early 20th century. His expedition relied on ancient texts and biblical beliefs, leading him to think that the Ark might be buried beneath the Temple Mount in Jerusalem. Parker led a team of researchers and adventurers in excavating tunnels under the Al-Aqsa Mosque, but his efforts caused local unrest and protests, ultimately resulting in the failure of the expedition. Another notable archaeologist was the American Wendell Jones, who some associate with the cinematic character Indiana Jones. Jones spent years searching for the Ark, drawing on religious studies and historical sources, believing that it might be buried in the Qumran area near the Dead Sea. Despite his continuous efforts, he did not find conclusive evidence of the Ark's existence. Among popular theories is that the Ark might be preserved in the Church of St. Mary of Zion in Axum, Ethiopia. The British explorer Graham Hancock was particularly interested in this theory, spending years studying historical evidence and Ethiopian legends suggesting that the Ark had been transported there during the time of King Solomon. Hancock wrote a famous book about his journey and investigations, but he was unable to prove that the Ark actually existed inside the church, where only a dedicated monk is permitted to see it. In addition to these explorers, many researchers and archaeologists have conducted searches in other regions, such as the Sinai Desert, Egypt, and Jordan, following theories that the Ark may have been moved from Jerusalem before its fall to the Babylonians. Despite none of these missions succeeding in locating the Ark, interest in it remains strong, and researchers continue to attempt to decipher the mystery of its disappearance. The quest for the Ark of the Covenant remains a blend of adventure, legend, and history. While it has yet to be found, the ongoing search reflects its profound impact on human imagination and the enduring desire to uncover the secrets of the past. In conclusion, even after thousands of years since the disappearance of the Ark of the Covenant, its mystery continues to captivate historians, archaeologists, and explorers. Between historical theories and religious legends, the search for the Ark remains ongoing. Some seek it as an archaeological treasure, while others view it as a spiritual symbol that transcends its physical existence. Whether it is hidden in an unknown cave, buried beneath an ancient temple, or merely a story amplified over time, the Ark of the Covenant remains one of the greatest religious and historical mysteries, with no definitive answer to this day. This brings us to the end of the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell. See you in a new documentary